I'm going to show you how to turn any random doodle on your screen into a perfect, seamless repeat pattern. Let's get into it. So I've created a new canvas in Procreate, and the dimensions are 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels at a DPI of 300. First, I need to turn on my drawing guides. I'm going to come up to the wrench icon at the top. I'm going to select Canvas. I'm going to turn on my drawing guide, and you can see that this grid of small squares appears on the screen. I want to change the dimensions of these squares, so I'm going to come and tap on Edit Drawing Guide. At the bottom of the screen, you can see grid size. I'm going to slide that slider to the right until I see max, and that will give me one vertical guide and one horizontal guide, both in the middle, which is exactly what I need. I'll tap on the check icon in the top right to accept those changes. I'm now going to fill my first layer with a background color. I'm going to open up my colors palette. I'll tap on this dark green color. That fills the circle in the top right with the color that I've just selected. In order to fill my background, I'm going to tap and hold on that circle and drag it onto my canvas. And that instantly fills my background with that color. I'll come back to my Layers panel and I'll create a new layer above that. And now I'm going to start to create my design. And all I'm going to do is create a doodle. Nothing perfect, nothing fancy. I'm first going to come back to my color panel and I'll select this off-white color. I think that'll pop more on this dark green background. Then I'll tap on my brushes library and I'm going to choose the pastels category and choose the Ravenswood brush in that category. I might increase the size of my brush on the left by sliding that slider up, and I'm going to try and create some kind of design in the center of my canvas. I want to try and leave a border of about 1 centimeter all the way around the edge of the canvas. So I'm just going to create some kind of circular doodle like that. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect at all. I might choose a slightly smaller brush and just create some kind of inner circle with that and a dot in the middle. Then I might just start to create some kind of spokes coming out from the inner circle to the outer circle. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect at all. I'm just getting a doodle down. I want to place this in exactly the center of my canvas, and we're going to use the drawing guides that we turned on before. I'll tap on my arrow tool at the top. I'll come down to the bottom and make sure that magnetics and snapping are both turned on and distance and velocity are set to max. Now when I tap on the screen, I can move this selection around the screen. Because I have snapping turned on, Procreate is trying to snap that design to various points on my canvas, and it can go a little bit haywire. You know you have snapped correctly to something when you see this orange line appear in your canvas. So currently I have snapped correctly to the vertical line, but not the horizontal line. I need to snap accurately to both the vertical and the horizontal line. So I just need to try and move it until I get both of those lines. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this can be tricky. I've got the vertical, but I'm not snapped to the horizontal. So sometimes you just need to zoom all the way in, and sometimes just use your finger and see if you can nudge that into place. So I almost have it. There we go. I can see now the orange lines appearing vertically and horizontally, which means I have now correctly snapped to the middle of this canvas. Before I do anything, I'll release my finger off the screen and immediately tap on the arrow tool to deselect it. I don't want to accidentally move this design. Now, the way a pattern works is we take a square of our design and we repeat it around our canvas, and that creates a seamless all-over pattern. But first I need to create that repeat tile. In order to do that, I want to take copies of this design and place one copy into each of the 4 corners. If I tap on my arrow tool, you can see that Procreate selects around the boundaries of my design. But when we create copies of this to put in each of the corners, I need to select the entire canvas. So there's a trick to making sure that Procreate selects the entire canvas. First I'll deselect. I'll make sure that I'm on that design layer. And still with my same brush, I'll simply make a mark in the top left corner and a mark in the bottom right corner. Now when I tap on my arrow tool, you can see Procreate selects the entire edge of the canvas, which is exactly what I want. Now I'll make 4 more copies of this original layer. So I'll open up my layers panel, I'll swipe to the left and choose duplicate 4 more times. I'll hide my original layer, I'll hide the top 3 copies that I made, and I'll just have one of those copies selected. I now need to move this copy into the top left corner. So I'll tap on my arrow tool, making sure snapping and magnetics are on, and I'll simply drag this up until it snaps to the middle, and you can see orange lines appear, and then I'll drag it over to the left until it snaps to the left and deselect. Sometimes, if you hide your background layer, it works a lot better. I'll open up the layers panel and hide that layer I've just moved. I'll make the next layer visible and select it. The reason I'm hiding the copy layer is because when you start to move things around your canvas, Procreate will try and snap that layer to anything else that is showing on the canvas. And that just makes it a lot more difficult for you to move things around. So only ever have the layer that you are moving showing. Hide all the other layers. I'll tap on my arrow tool. I'll move this layer up to the middle and over to the right this time and deselect. Hide that layer, make the next layer visible. Slide this down to the bottom this time and over to the left and deselect. Hide that layer, make the last layer visible, select my arrow tool, swipe down to the bottom and over to the right and deselect. Now when I show those layers, you can see I have placed a copy of the original layer into each of the 4 corners. I also have my original alignment marks showing, but we can get rid of those easily. First, I'll open up my layers panel. I want to merge all of these copies onto one layer. Easy way to do that is to take 2 fingers, place one on the top layer, one on the bottom layer, and pinch those layers together. So now it has taken all of those copies and placed them onto the one layer. Tap on your eraser brush and simply just erase those lines. When I make my original layer visible, you can now see it appearing in the center of my canvas. And I'll also show my background layer. I'll hide the copies that we just made. On my original layer, you can see I still have these registration marks. I don't need those anymore, so I'll select my eraser brush and just get rid of those. This is now basically our repeat pattern tile. We now need to test that this repeats perfectly. We don't want to see any misalignment errors or any nasty white seams appearing. First, I'll open up my layers panel. I select each of those layers and I will place them into a group by tapping on this little blue circle to the right of the word layers and selecting group. So this has placed all of those layers onto one group. I'll swipe to the left and make a copy of that first. With this original group, I'll just tap once on that and tap again and select rename and call this original. I always like to keep a copy of my original layer. In case something happens, I can always return to it and make changes. I'll hide that original. With this copy that I made, I'll tap once on the layer thumbnail and choose Flatten. And what that does is it takes all the layers in that group and it merges them onto the one layer. I'm going to swipe to the left on that and create 4 more copies and hide that original one. With these 4 copies, I want to scale each of them down to be the size of one of these quadrants in my canvas. So I will select all of those layers, tap on my arrow tool, and when you do that, you can see that Procreate has selected around the edges of my canvas. It has also placed blue circles in the corners and at the midpoints of that canvas. These are called nodes. And if I tap on the node in the top left-hand corner, that will open up my dimensions window. And this gives me the current dimensions of my current canvas. So you can see currently my canvas is 3000 pixels wide by 3000 pixels high. You will also note that between these two dimensions there is a chain icon, and that is highlighted in blue. When it is highlighted in blue, it's telling me that the width and the height are linked together. So whenever you make a change to one of them, the other dimension will make a corresponding change. In order to reduce the size of each of those copies to just fit into the top left corner, I just need to halve the amount of my current dimension. Currently it's 3000 pixels. I just need to make that as 1500 pixels. So I'll just type in 1500, and Procreate will immediately reduce the size of all of those copies to perfectly fit in the top left corner. I'll tap on the screen to get rid of the dimensions window and tap on the arrow tool to deselect that. I'll open up my layers. I'll select the bottom layer, tap on my arrow tool. I now want to repeat this square around my canvas. So I'm going to drag it to the right until it snaps to the right edge, and drag it to the bottom till it snaps to the bottom edge, and deselect. I'll select the next layer, tap on the arrow tool. This time I'll simply drag it to the right until it snaps to the right edge, and deselect. Select the next layer, select the arrow tool, and this time I'll simply drag it down to the bottom until it snaps to the bottom edge, and deselect. Now I'll zoom all the way in and check along my drawing guide to see that I don't have any nasty white seams appearing and that everything is overlapping perfectly fine. So we're looking good on the vertical guide. Let's check the horizontal guide. So here's my horizontal guide. I'll simply move across from right to left all the way along that guide to make sure there are no gaps, no misalignments. And I think we're looking good. So I now know that my pattern is repeating perfectly. I'll open up my layers panel and I'll simply pinch all of those layers together so that is all on one layer. Now we can take this even further. We can make this pattern even smaller to see what it looks like on a smaller scale. We simply repeat the same process. So I'll make 4 more copies of that layer. I'll hide the bottom layer. I'll select the copies that I made. I'll tap on my arrow tool, tap on the top left, type in 1500, deselect that window, deselect my arrow tool, select the lower layer, select my arrow tool, move it over to the right and down to the bottom, select the next layer, move it over to the right, select the next layer, and move that down to the bottom. And I'll just merge all of those together. So we have taken that exact same pattern and we have made it smaller. This is what we have now. This was a slightly larger pattern we had previously. So using this exact same method, you can create an endless amount of patterns. And if you want to learn more about turning your doodles into seamless repeat patterns, then these videos will show you exactly how. So remember, have fun and don't sweat the pixels. I'll catch you on the next one.